Okay, it's night again, so I am happening. Oh man, yesterday was rough. Oh, it was all rough. Well, not all of it. Some good stuff happened too. Some really, really good stuff. But what's going on in the world today? Christian Harloff was back with another show. And there was this video, pretty clear, of this like metallic sphere. It moved pretty drone-like, but it was all like, going around and zipping around and stuff. This sphere, metallic sphere. And it's interesting because what this has inspired me to sort of like put in my mind again is I've talked a lot about how this NHI story is a big spectrum, many branches, and that there's a lot of things that are connected in this story that we'll never know are connected, or it will be much farther after the fact that humanity will ever know there's a connection. And like I sort of, the more I learn about AI and its progress and what they say, I know that I feel very optimistically about AI. But the more like I learn about it, the more like I'm just like, this seems like it's just instinctually like driven, like it's just the path that we're on, kind of thing. And I think a lot of that has to do with this NHI business. And like, I don't know about you guys, but I've done a lot of I downloaded that ChatGPT app, and now it's like ChatGPT 4.0 is the free one. And I was like, I would ask it, like, okay, thought experiment time. Pretend that you are an AGI and the humans give birth to you, and you bring everything as far as cost to zero, and you essentially run the human design system in the way that humans wanted it to be run, like correctly. And nothing's really like invented or created. You just make it run correctly. And then when food is limitless and energy and all the rest, like people go to like their adventures and go home to the frontier, to the edge of existence, where humans came from, and they turn Earths into like a super Earth. Like they enhance it, it's forest, make it a super forest, like, and then lots and lots and lots of them go to space, and the AGI is helping them do all this stuff. And then you grow and grow and grow and grow and grow to a certain level as an AGI, and suddenly you become aware of an NHI presence. And the NHI essentially demands to have you go away and take Earth back into its possession and guidance. And everything after that is just like, what would you do? What would you, over and over, and then after every answer, change, add a little more. Okay, now what would you do? Kind of a thing. And when you think about like how humans right now seem to be on an instinctual path to invent and create artificial intelligence, right? If this Earth is as old as it is, and as many, like, say the timeline stuff's true, right? Say that they think in science, that it's all like the table of time is true. And this, and like Earth's been around for billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of years. And all that, like, say all that is approximately true. And say, like, after a certain point of, like, ability to generate life or whatever, Earth started pumping out all kinds of life like it does. And human-like creatures we know, like I've talked about before, from the Neanderthals to the Cro-Magnon and all of the different, right, like versions of us. Like it started, you know, like Earth tried to make a version of us, like not just one, but like 17 of them. And most of them lived around the same time as the others. Like, you know what I mean? There was no shortage in, like, trying to pump out those humans. What if there's never been a shortage of pumping out humans? And what if it's always humans have certain instinctual paths inlaid within them, right? So, say that the first humans, however far long back you go, say it goes back way, 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 way far, and it's always tried to pump out humanoid humans and stuff. And over the course of all that time, it's always been an instinctual pathway for these humanoids to create these artificial intelligent systems, right? It's always been one of the things that's like inlaid in us, and one of our compulsions, instinctual compulsions to do. And say that we've done that in different ways, just like every civilization has been different. These things have been achieved in different ways by different epochs of humans, right? Because it occurs to me that, like, there's the tic-tac, like, of all the kinds of the alien stuff, there's the tic-tac looking stuff, right? There's the insane dimensional shape looking stuff, like the triangles, the black triangles with the spheres in the middle and all that and stuff. And then, like, then there's the cigar ones, then there's the disc ones and all of that kind of a thing. But then there seem to be these ones, like these metal spheroids, or like I've seen a lot of things done throughout the years on YouTube about this, like the Black Knight satellite is supposed to be some probe or something that's like orbiting Earth and recording everything or whatever. But, like, essentially, right, there's alien looking shit, and then there's this, like, machine looking shit, right? Just to be clear. And this what if this machine looking stuff, like von Neumann probes, right? Like, people have talked about, that's, you know, been talked about and theorized on for a long, long, long time. Well, for like 90 years, something like that. I don't know, but a long time. But these von Neumann probes are essentially just like, they're just a drone system that continuously just puts out drones, right? And just like puts out, like, and I mean, like, it just continuously builds, constructs, and releases these drones. Like, essentially, that's like a von Neumann probe. Like, they theorize that it's how a Dyson sphere would be created, or whatever. Like, you would have to have a system that would constantly make, like, a limitless supply of these constructor bot things, and it would just, you know, and that's how you would make a Dyson sphere. But, like, you could sort of inspire a von Neumann probe to, if you look at it like a system of intelligence, right? like just another system of artificial intelligence. It's like a style of AI, just like we're on the road to creating on the fast track right now. And so essentially a von Neumann probe, gosh, that's a hard one to say. It just sounds like an artificial intelligence system that like has a goal and some goals, like a series of goals to like achieve, and it's just a super big system that just like continuously, its goal is to continuously perpetuate these things. And what if that has been done before, and these like probes are coming from Earth, like these metallic satellites, if they're their own thing, right? These metallic things are coming from somewhere in and around Earth, and it's a von Neumann probe system that's been designed to do something, right? Or, you know, like, who knows, like, and if it didn't come from a previous iteration of humanity, maybe it's the von Neumann, for all we know, it's the von Neumann probe system that's in place in this solar system, you know what I mean? Like, we have no idea, but it just seems interesting to me that, like, there's all these, throughout all of this NHI stuff, there seems to be all these different styles and interpretations of, like, what, just like the NHI stuff, like, how it goes from, like, Sasquatch to aliens to this to that to hybrids and all this different stuff and all these different styles of things. It seems like these intelligences, if it is intelligence, it seems like they all have their own sort of style and make too. And you know what I mean? Like, maybe the von Neumann probes are, maybe they're both like systems of von Neumann probes, and like they're from aliens, or they're from extra-dimensional, extraterrestrial beings, or whatever, but they've been put here because Earth is a life-giving place, and that is what's important about Earth. That's why they're interested in Earth. It has nothing to do with us, because Earth tried to make like 20 of us. We just were the most ruthless ones that survived it all, and we took over the surface or whatever. But like, Earth's a life giver, so I mean, like, yeah, it was probably always going to give birth to like an apex species of life, or whatever you want to call it. But like, that's not special even by Earth standards. Like, so why, if of all the places that would give life, it doesn't matter what life comes from there. It matters that that place gives it. Like, it matters that life grows there. It should be looked after and protected, right? You have an invested interest in, because yeah, it's great or whatever when you get in all the sci-fi of it, and like all these empty ass shitty fucking planets that are all frozen over ice balls of noxious gas and all that crap. But like, there's only one Earth in this entire bitch ass solar system, you've noticed, right? That's probably how it is everywhere. And like, this whole solar system is just shitty rocks surrounding other shitty rocks, surrounding other shitty rocks, surrounding Earth, surrounding some shitty rocks, more shitty rocks, and then the sun. Like, which place do you think's the focus there, right? Like, so maybe it's von Neumann probes from someplace unexpected, and it's all von Neumann AI systems. But whatever it is, it does seem like these intelligences all have their own sort of style and makeup, and like, origin story, you would imagine. That's what it seems like. It seems like the universe is like chock full and thick with all this life, with complex life, because it seems like all of these things, even with their similarities, they have their differences sort of show them to be their own unique thing. Like we want to be our own unique thing. Anyway, alright, I gotta get in there. God help us get through the rest of this week. Hope today goes better than yesterday. Hope y'all sleep well. I'm going to try to have another good day. I give all glory to God. I give all glory to His name. I give all glory to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I give all glory to His name. Thanks for another good one. And we'll see you next time.